Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is All Right Men Play Dungeons & Dragons, Episode 4.
We're back.
If I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken, friend.
Thank you very much, friend. Let's play a game together now.
Yeah. I'm ready to play games.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Last time we just hung out in the village for a while.
We waffled.
We did waffle.
We waffled.
This episode is not a waffling episode.
No, this is high-packed action.
This is an epic
coming
adventure.
right to you.
Any waffling will be met immediately with a lightning bolt from the skies. So,
Sweet.
Even
Okay.
a moment of hesitation.
God's on
Okay.
us.
Okay.
God is on us.
We might do it once or twice just for fun, but
Hey.
just to get a little
I like a waffle.
pep in my step. Wouldn't mind. But yeah, what did we do last time entirely?
We met the sheriff. We
Right.
also met the Andromeda Ranger, Jane, is all
Right.
you have so
Ranger
far.
Jane, I do remember.
And you spent a long time attempting to break into the old barracks, and you were able to get some gear.
Yeah, we were. Some guns.
You got a helmet, which doesn't really add on your guys' armor, but maybe you're gonna use for disguise. You each got a gun. Carno got the slug gun, pretty much an elephant,
The
like
elephant gun.
split action elephant gun.
Got some punch to her.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the Andromeda repeater, which we didn't give you the stats for beforehand. Knew we were forgetting something.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
So I guess you won't use it. No.
Yeah.
We'll get those to you. I'll write those down again to you.
It's probably lame
But-
anyway.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably like dumb.
It's probably flick it. Who cares?
But
got my gun. I
you
got
also just got yourselves some rides.
Yes.
If you wouldn't each mind
Right,
describing what rides you got.
We did get some sexy rides.
We did something to carry us across these desolate lands to where we need to go.
And fast.
Now, my ride is not exactly your average human speeder.
You're not your average human.
Right, exactly. But you got something a little extra heavy, right? Like a two-seater.
I did, because I got a little gun car in the back.
What's yours looking like?
Okay, so mine looking more like the thin Star Wars speeder.
Classic speeder.
It's all white with black accents.
Stormtrooper style.
Yeah. And on
good
the
look.
back is a little extra seat for someone to post up and fire some back shots at some people.
And that gun, it has a mounted gun, and it's facing backwards?
No.
Oh,
No.
it's just a seat.
Yes.
For
someone could just
shooting backwards.
Exactly.
I
Right.
do at some point want I was thinking about
Imagine we could put something on there.
like a camera arm, but you put it on the gun,
Just kind of grab it and wrench
yeah,
it
just
over.
like wrench it over all around, and it's like a gyrosphere.
Oh yeah.
But it's perfectly balanced.
Okay.
That's
All
what I
right.
think
Nice.
should be.
But yeah, sleek. Sleek, thin, but a little bit more weighted. Yes.
Still got some size to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, it's probably not too much smaller than what I got going on. Maybe even bigger, honestly, because this thing, while it is built for a large creature, is still keeping in mind, speed, agility.
Exactly. Yes.
So for my large Reptarok self, 6 limbs, long tail, big head, big ol' head.
Big ol' head.
I needed something that's a little bit fine-tuned, accustomed to me specifically, or our race. And there are some Reptaroks around here, so thankfully they had one on deck. But yeah, I got what could be akin to, in its soul, 3 of those Star Wars speeders, like crammed right up to each other lengthwise, so that there's 3 sets of handlebars. Because I grip. I got that gorilla
And
grip
you're down
times
low as
3.
well.
Oh yeah, and so that lets me just get real nice and tucked low to that long seat. Tail just hangs off in the wind behind, and it's all black and red, I believe was the color scheme I went for.
I remember.
Kind of like the black sleek spikes I'm imagining going backwards, all very aerodynamic, but still kind of rugged, a little wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
Rustic.
just the only thing that's not black and or red is the large, like just stainless steel, like cattle guard.
Chromed out cattle guard.
Yeah, like the type of thing you'd see on the front of a train that ends just right above my head that I can like see through.
Bro, you're gonna have to go sweep some people.
It's got some ramming power, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps, but she's
Love that.
fresh out the shop. I want to keep her pristine for the time
Oh yeah,
being.
keep her clean.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure, mine will be getting very much dirty, but it's all right.
White in the desert, it'll happen. It's a good look though.
Yeah.
Yours honestly
Oh, yeah.
already is getting a little
That's
red on
clean.
there. Yours already getting a little bit off from this.
Blend in as we go.
But yeah, you guys also were able to pick up 3 amigos who are waiting just outside of town, grabbing their gear.
Right.
And you will catch up with them as you make your way. But for now, you guys are sipping on what was the name of your drink again?
I'm sipping on a Virgin Cuba Libre.
Right, a Virgin Cuba Libre.
Just because we're about to get into battle, I don't want to get drunk.
Right.
I'm a little bit of a lightweight.
Really, yeah.
In this sense, exclusively. And so I just rum and Coke. Hold the rum.
Hold the rum.
Little lime.
But
Little lime.
Don't forget the lime.
Don't forget that freaking
Forget
lime.
the freaking lime.
I would have asked for a Coke.
That's good.
And I'm having a light Scotch on the rocks.
Light Scotch on the rocks.
I don't know where Cuba is, but I gotta go there one day.
You assume that it's a person named Cuba Libre.
Right.
Mr. Cuba Libre.
I don't know who Mr. Libre is, but I'd like to shake his
I'd like to
hand.
meet this guy. He makes a damn good drink.
Him and Mr. Coke. It must be brothers.
Him and Big Coke.
Yeah.
I keep
full
hearing people talk about Big Coke. This guy must be huge.
Saying? He must be huge.
That's a straight up Seinfeld stand-up bit. That's airplane food right there. Can you believe it?
His Christian name, Coca-Cola.
Right.
Hello, Coca.
First name Coke, last name Cola.
Mr. Cola was my dad. Call me Coke.
Call me Coke.
Call me Coke.
I want a friend named Coke. Seems cool.
It's cool.
No.
Well, regardless,
Yes.
you guys sit at table or booth.
Can you
maybe-
squeeze in a booth?
Yeah,
You take the
I
whole-
could
take the
lay
whole side.
long wise.
Yeah, take the whole side.
So I'm kind of just like, I'm chilling on my
Booth it up.
side.
We could booth it up.
Kind of like a lion,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Chilling on the side, arms
Like
up.
in a predator in its natural habitat.
So, I guess this is, well, not exactly our first job together.
I guess not.
But it very easily could be one of our most dangerous. Although,
Yeah.
frankly,
No, I mean
we did pull off the heist of the century.
the heist of the century. I mean, come on. We can't sell ourselves short here.
Who knows? Who knows what we're going to find out there? But I do think we can handle ourselves. We'll see if our compatriots can too.
Yeah, those farm boys and Jane as well.
Who is, to clarify, sitting with you guys? At this point, she's not really talking, just kind of listening to what you guys have to say. Sipping on an apple cider, space apple cider, if you will.
Well, I suppose we'll
Cider.
need to include the entire party in the plan.
Yes, some planning. Yeah.
However, just between us commanders,
The war room. Yeah.
what is the plan?
Well, I haven't exactly thought that one through yet, but
I would like
It's
to
a-
hear your thoughts because you at least know the area.
well,
better
there's a
than
little
us.
bit of a well, we're in a lowland, but an even farther lowland where some water has used to wash out some really tight slot canyons, and they kind of open up into these isolated kind of cavern's not the right word, but cavern with an open roof, if that makes sense, a wider canyon. And one of those, I believe they have a camp in there. Now, it'll be tough to walk up through that slot canyon because they'll probably have, I don't know, Gatling gun or something like that posted up right at the beginning.
Interesting.
But if we can get on top, maybe, or if you want to bust right through.
I do have dynamite. Little gift from above.
I don't know exactly what they got in there, though. I didn't want to get too close.
Yeah, what their munitions are.
It would be tough to take on an entire camp dead on in such
It
a
would be.
tight space.
Yeah.
Although, I do think this is ultimately better than if they were just out on the plains. This at least gives us,
Options.
well, it limits their options at very least.
Also true.
Well, an attack from above is certainly something I could do. I could climb down, drop down. I imagine they would have at least some kind of watch on the canyon above. Do we know how deep this canyon is?
Yeah. Oh. What's the far?
At the beginning, it's about 30 feet, but I think it gets about 50 feet at the deepest point throughout it. It's about a quarter mile long before it'll expand out, if I remember correctly, from that area. It's hard to exactly remember. There's about 6 or 7 canyons along there. I know which one they're in, but I don't remember the geography exactly of each of the canyons. Kind of blend together in the head.
Well, I think there's a potential, once we see the area,
I agree. Yeah.
that we could use the environment to our advantage in a more literal way. That dynamite, cave-ins happen all the time.
Could, yeah. At least cut one of their exits. Maybe.
That have them trapped like a rat. Blow both their exits, then they're trapped. Then they're like trapped worse than a
they're
rat.
Trapped with you.
I don't know what's trapped worse than a rat, but that's what they'd be.
Fucking.
We have the.
Okay. We don't have that anymore.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking about?
I think so.
Did he disassemble it yet?
Maybe not.
How long ago was that?
A few.
Like,
this all been
like
the same
45
day?
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Probably-
mean, he
probably
hasn't
not.
taken it apart, so we could just,
Jane is getting a little antsy. She is ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fuck. I want. That being in blue though. That's a.
Damn, that is genuinely tough. It does seem kind of perfect for this situation.
It really.
This
does.
might be an L we have to take.
We can get more gas.
Jane, how do you morally feel about chemical warfare?
I mean, I'm not too against it, but I'm not going anywhere where the chemicals are.
Well, sure. Okay.
yeah.
Well, in that case, I honestly think this is worth trying. I mean, both exits, full gas.
And then gas in the middle.
We might not even have to engage in combat. Initiative be damned.
Fuck. Then you'll have to deputize us because we're so fucking good at this job.
I do think that would only make logical sense.
Shit, man. Shit.
All right, Jane.
Shit.
We're gonna go with
We have a plan formulating.
Operation Big Stink.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Operation Stinky Crack.
We need the sheriff to ride off on this one.
Can we get this
Is
in
this
writing?
illegal maneuvering?
All right.
Look, you guys can call it whatever you want.
Great. I like that.
Operation Stinky Crack. It's away.
Let's get on it. So, okay, yeah, let's
We gotta go back to Tinker Tom.
down 4
Finish my
Virgin
scotch.
Cuba Libres. all just like this big,
All
tiny
virgin.
glasses.
Yep.
All virgin. All virgin. And extra virgin even. And then we're going to leave,
Yep.
grab our bikes, which for now we're just pulling. Does she have her own vehicle?
She does.
She's a ranger vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The sexy one.
Visually, kind of similar to Aaron's, but it's internally very different. You don't know exactly how, but it's perfection. You know, it's real.
It's made
Real well
for
made.
those planes.
All right, well, we don't have to worry about her then.
No.
So,
I can
yeah.
at least grab one of the guys if one of the others don't have a ride. But
Yeah, I might as well have the extra firepower on your vehicle there.
yeah, just in case. Because we can't forget as well. I think I might have saw a spy of these guys, so they might know we're coming too.
Oh.
So they might be ready for anything, but I don't know. As long as
Are they
we're-
going to be ready for Operation
For
Stinky
Operation-
Crack?
I don't know if anyone's ready for Operation Stink Crack.
I think that's kind of the point. So
Yeah.
that's good though. You should maybe stay on watch in case we're getting watched.
I got my goggles too, so I don't know how much I can trust this ranger. You know, at the end of the day, but just know that I'll have it keyed in on you at least.
She seems honorable to me.
She does.
However, I am also not one to trust the law.
The big government.
All right, we'll pull our things down. We're gonna go back to the mechanic shop, stroll back on it. Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? Before I do any of that, do I?
Looking at the radio guy, by the way, not the mechanic.
Tinker Tom.
Right, yes,
is
right.
Yeah.
Radio Shack. Right,
Tinker
right.
Man.
Radio Shack.
We go down to the local Radio Shack. I'm just gonna look in. Is the thing just kind of still where we left it?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like see if I can just peek in and see it behind his little curtain.
We see all the arms.
You peek in there. Okay, give me
It's
a
a horror
fortitude
scene.
or will save, please.
Oh,
fuck.
all right.
Alright, I'm looking into.
Honestly, like
Yeah, like Scooby Doo style.
Yeah,
we
both of us
looking in at the same time.
Slowly creak over.
Oh, my first roll on new dice, and it's 6. Wait, what was this? Fortitude?
fortitude or will.
Oh,
Well.
10.
10. Okay.
I have no opinion on this.
18.
18. You look and you're fine. You feel a little sick to your stomach. You've seen a lot of gore before, so you're fine.
Maybe not this kind of gore, exactly.
No, because what you see are...
someone back together.
So it's approximately 6 to 7 corpses worth of strewn body parts about, mixed in with... Blue's corpse is one of them. And it's not just like arms, it's like arms with the skin and muscle peeled back, so you can see all like the tendons and the veins and the bone clearly ready to be sutured together. And it's all sitting in these giant tubs of dry ice. Or right above the dry ice.
This guy's kind of crazy.
Where did he get these skills?
And I've eaten people.
I know. I saw you.
There is very little blood on the floor or table.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, he's efficient. Do I spot our gas machine?
No, but he's also not there either.
Oh.
And no gas. Is he gassing up?
Do you think he...
You find him dead behind the back.
With a big smile. Shit.
It's like green all over his lips.
Blood, that's not the vape.
It looks like he's huffed spray paint all over his face.
Just starts melting him immediately. Witness me!
That's far too clear for anybody huffing the worm killer.
Yeah, because your tongue is dissolved.
Worm killer.
Which, by the way, was the name of this.
Huffing the worm killer, right?
Fuck.
I'm smoking that worm killer.
Damn.
Smoking that pack that
too
killed
far
the
gone
worm.
for me.
Oh shit. Okay. If he's not here,
And he doesn't.
can we? I guess in that case, I'm just gonna call out and say anybody home.
Yeah.
Anybody home?
Anyone here?
When you say that, there is walking from upstairs. There is 2 stories.
Huh?
There is no stairs within this room, though.
Yeah.
But we heard some walking.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So, is it just ceiling above us, or is it actual? Okay. And it just seems to stop.
Walks towards the back of the building, and then you hear like a boom. And that's where the sound stops for now.
Is there can I tell if there's like a door on the back?
Yeah,
There's not a door in the back.
What the fuck?
I guess I don't know what the hell he's doing. I guess, can I just do a full check of
Radio
the warehouse or this level that I'm in to see if it's
Is there
here?
anything?
Yeah. There is the door you came in.
Huh.
There is a quarter of the room is taken up by like this sheet, and then his desk with a radio on it. It's got like 3 drawers, like the 2 like big deep drawers on the side and like a long skinny drawer in the middle.
Did Jane come in with us?
Jane's sitting outside, but she's like outside the building.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Man, maybe a staircase in the back? I don't
Wait, you
know.
said there was a staircase? Or you just said we couldn't see one. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's just go out front for now. I'm just
Yeah.
going to look up at the second floor. Is there like windows up there?
Give me a perception check. There are windows, but give me a perception check.
Me too. Me does.
Oh, wow. 11.
Shit. 31.
Shut up.
31.
I'm sorry.
You
Shut
look.
up, dude.
You
I
look.
just have so many skill points in every D&D campaign we play.
I just think you need to consider my feelings when you get high rolls like that.
You feel offended, Carno, and also you heard
see
him walk to
something.
you heard the footsteps go to the back, so you really don't really pay much mind to the front windows anyways. You kind of just look up, but
Yeah.
you
was trying
do
so
see
hard.
a pair of eyes for a half a second look like with 2 fingers through curtains and close again.
I saw someone peeking at us.
So,
Maybe is his goon time, I guess?
well, he knows we're here now.
Yeah.
If that is him, maybe it's his mom or something.
Yeah, maybe it's the tavern whore.
Or maybe
Maybe his company. Maybe we're interrupting something.
maybe dark option 3, maybe it's both.
Fuck. This backwater town? Fuck, maybe we should get out of here.
Let me just real quick. I'm just gonna run around the building and spots any way to get up.
There's a ladder leading to like a door, like just like against the wall.
Dude, what the
It looks
hell?
like there used to be like a
Fucking
thing back here, and then
attic
like
of
the
Radio Shack?
like a thing collapsed, like a balcony collapsed.
What's he doing
Oh,
up there?
okay. Can I just climb up and knock on the door at the top of the ladder?
Yeah. How are you knocking? Just like, or like a boom boom boom.
How aggressive is this knock? On a scale of 1
Grandma or police officer?
It's kind of like
somewhere in between.
slow and thudding, but not super loud. It's kind of just like.
Give me a perception
It's
check.
a grandpa knock.
Yeah. When he forgets what he's doing after the first knock.
Yeah. Wait, why am I here?
18.
18. You hear a brief little. Or like that's right. That was really bad. Like somebody walking around a little bit, but then it stops.
There's a bug in there.
1,000 spiders.
There's a little scurry, or like a little person moving around, and then nothing.
Does he not want to be?
Oh, we just want the chemical weapon. Are there any chemical weapons inside? It was ours.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nobody home. Clearly, a guy with a deeper deeper voice doing like a
Okay. All right.
Radio Shack is he is gooning.
How can I open? Is it locked?
It is, but you might be able to break it down.
Yeah, I think after that, I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to break it down. I just want to see if I can just
Open
it.
Give me a strength check.
Okay.
What are you doing in here?
16.
16. Sure. It's a pretty decrepit door. You open it, make a fortitude save for me immediately as a slight fog walks out of the room. Walks out of the room.
God, he was fucking smashing it, dude. What did you say? Fortitude?
Yeah.
24.
24. You get half a breath and you hold it. You do hold it still, and you see 4 like hillbilly farm boys looking like meth heads sitting in here huffing one out of each tube, and then you see the guy, I forget what name I gave him, but the Radio Shack guy. Yeah, and he's kind of looking over them with like a mask on, and he's like tucking money into his pocket.
Really, man?
Bro.
I'm not gonna use all of it.
All right, well, I'm cutting you off. Not because I care, but because I need this. I'm just gonna go in there and grab it.
Okay.
Methods. And then leave.
By the way, these guys look like, have you guys seen like guys that have like spray paint all over, like when they have
yeah.
spray paint like that? It's like the bright color all over their
so
face.
fucking
It's
funny,
that,
dude.
but just like pure like radiation green.
Dude,
I've
Like,
been
all-
to Colfax, bro.
Right.
Come on. You know where we are.
And so these guys are just like barely even awake.
Lit.
God.
I think we're probably. I'll just talk to the Radio Shack guy.
I almost respect it if it
Listen,
wasn't our own shit.
I really don't care. I do think we're gonna use all of it though, so this is your problem now, and then I'll just leave.
And he goes,
You got all
"It
these
won't be around."
junkies.
And he was like, "I'm gonna walk down with you," and he walks down the ladder
He's
behind
probably he's probably fine.
All right, he made his cash.
And I mean, can I tell how much is left?
you. About 30% of it.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
They're off in the shit.
shit. Okay,
Wow.
I think that's.
It's been 45 minutes, by the way, to an hour now. At this point,
Right.
these
they already got
guys
through it.
got it. But
I think they killed their worms.
Boys, I got something for you.
Shit. All right. Well,
also,
did kill their
by the way, this is a chemical weapon that is meant to kill. It was going to kill everybody in the whole valley.
Yeah.
And these guys are just huffing her down.
when brother's tweaking,
When brother's tweaking.
you gotta get there.
Brother needs his fix.
Well, all right, I'll come back around, and well, I got it back, but
Oh shit.
not a ton left.
What the hell were they doing in there?
You don't want to know.
Fucking junkies.
Well, I think
Wormheads.
damn wormhead.
Damn wormheads.
I think
Fuck.
this is still useful. Maybe we could cut it with something,
Oh.
and then also maybe.
Here's what I'll say. The function of this one is it'll be like the area that it'll have to spread over now. It will not be fatal, but it will give everybody a severe debuff in the area.
Okay.
But that also means that you guys could enter it as well.
Right.
It would not kill you.
Right.
But we get the debuff.
We do hit that debuff.
So we could, in that case, go like Venom mode, hit him with the gas, block the exits, gas mask, and then we drop in. And then, I mean, not only, I imagine it would also at least somewhat obscure vision, if not just straight up burning the eyes.
I mean, yeah, in that confusion, you'd probably get a few intimidates out too. Fucking having them
Oh yeah,
squirm
just
in there.
landing in the smoke and fucking roaring.
Massive dark figure in the smoke, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it still works.
It's not as instant, but frankly, it's more honorable.
Yeah.
Just slightly. Just enough.
Just enough.
For me.
Now you'll get your katanas wet.
Oh, yeah. I love a wet katana.
One thing that Carno might be a little disappointed in is that doesn't make meat taste very good. You might not enjoy eating these guys.
I think most of my eating has been for show. You know, I think Reptaroks in general do like evisceration in the name of intimidation.
For sure.
Probably also just kind of like tradition at that point.
I think it probably, yeah.
But yeah, I think honestly I'd probably bite heads off and just fucking
Purely vegetarian.
spat that thing right back onto the floor.
I'm a purely vegetarian kind of
Cannibal.
I pick and choose.
Well, okay.
They have to be grass fed.
And do we know if this if the distribution system on this weapon will can we eject all function, or is it like a slow thing?
It kind of it leaves the machine quick. Takes a while to fully permeate, if that makes sense. Like a heavy gas that has to kind of move through the thing, but it'll expel out of the machine pretty quick.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Also, could be dropped. It can sustain the damage of being dropped and operate decently well.
Okay.
So, how much dynamite do you have?
I got a bag full, so whatever.
I'm gonna say
bag full.
Either 2 bundles or 10 individual sticks of dynamite. So it's in 2 bundles, but you can take those apart if you'd like.
I got 2 bundles, 10 of them specifically.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how wide the canyon really is at this part.
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, I think we have what we need here.
I think we're cooking something.
And as you guys are talking, Jane goes, we gotta get a move on, guys. We're losing daylight here.
All right, let's go. I guess, at this point, might as well just kind of hop on and do a quick scoot to the edge of the town.
Go get our farm hands.
As a cloud of dust and a trail follows you as the 3 of you buzz down the road towards, they just said the ranch outside of town, without many more details, but
general direction.
After about 5 or 10 minutes, not very long, you do pull up to a ranch, one of those big kind of entrances in the fence that has a long, north side ranch on it.
Yeah.
And you see 3 guys standing around 2 speeders smoking cigarettes.
Shit.
Okay. I'll just immediately go ahead and hop off.
Well, howdy!
Howdy indeed. You fellas up for a fight?
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's good to hear.
Sheriff, as long as the sheriff's paying.
Sheriff's paying.
Paying you specifically? I'm pretty sure he agreed to all that, so...
Yeah.
Yes. I'll go ahead and say yes.
Sheriff's tab, don't you worry.
Now, I see you got a couple of your own vehicles. We do got 1 extra seat.
Yeah, if
Perfect.
anyone wants to hop on.
Yeah, Roy, you hop on the back of that.
Big Roy, what's up, my brother?
You see, this guy has no teeth.
Classic.
But
awesome.
All the better for sucking.
Really thick, Carhartt overalls. Carhartt still around?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Give it to me like grand.
No, the brand isn't around,
No,
but that thing
right.
survived.
It's still, yes, exactly. This pre-world tech.
Yeah. It's an antique.
They call this the Carhartt.
But he hops on and he cocks his. This is a really basic. It's pretty much just a repeater that we'd have today. A little bit better.
Laser repeater. A laser 30.
Not even laser.
30.
It's slugs. It's just thick.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got an analog shit? Oh, fuck. Haven't seen that shit.
And the other 2 guys are just in jeans and flannels. Look just kind of like older gentlemen in their late 30s, early 40s. And both of them have 2 pistols at their sides.
You fellas good shots?
Yeah. I can hang.
I suppose that's all we're gonna need for this one. We got a plan. Hopefully we can keep it. Hopefully we can keep it from getting too dirty. But as you know, you never know.
Especially with this Iron Hand gang. Who
How
knows
many?
what they got?
How many guys are we expecting?
30, right?
40, I believe.
40. But don't worry. Worried's worth 20, so you're just left to pick up the rest.
You're here for extra hands.
We're following her, so everybody saddle up. Make sure your weapons are ready.
Yep.
Cocked. We don't know what we're going to see out here. And keep an eye out. We have a loose suspicion that they might be watching us before we're even watching them.
I see.
But for now, I'm going to let Jane take the lead, and then before I hop on one last time, I'm going to both katana, pull out, give them just a little slick. Make sure they're lubed, put them back.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Pull out that elephant rifle. Make sure I got the slugs in.
Go through everything.
And I mean, yeah, this thing is a absolute
battery full and loaded.
Absolute hound.
My hound dog.
Katanas are what are the little guys called?
The little
kunai.
Kunais.
Kunais are attached. And you know what? For the first time in a couple days, mask.
The mask is
on. Just a big red, toothy mouth with big, crazy eyes.
My ranger goggles are on. Hell yeah.
And you can attach an
fucking
oxygen
ready.
tube to that and
Right,
down
we got
your...
our individual masks, and I can, Oh, yeah, this thing's definitely got oxygen. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we're not going to be needing these just for oxygen. Well, it's still oxygen, but
yeah,
we're going to need them for keeping other shit out as well, probably. These don't give us any kind of, like, debuff?
like what? Sorry, what?
The masks?
No. All I'll say is that you have unlimited oxygen as long as you're within 20 feet of your speeder. Because that's how long the tube will go. Other than that, you've got about an hour.
Okay.
With your current stuff, as it's got a little like kind of detachable tank you can take with you.
Cool.
That's plenty of time. And with Reptarok lungs, is
hour
that
and 20, hour and a half. Yeah, maybe 2 hours if you're
taking it
with
slow.
fortitude save. Yeah.
If I'm just laxing in the sun. And I guess honestly, I mean, like most reptiles, probably could really just make heart rate go to
just stop your heart. Yeah.
No, yeah.
You got that. You're cold-blooded, bro.
Just turn that metabolism off, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to let Jane go, and then I think I'll follow right behind her. Do you want to bring up the rear?
I might bring up the rear because I got the gun on the rear.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, let the other two follow after me.
Awesome. From the distance, it looks as a long, thin line of orange bursts up from the ground.
Hell yeah.
For a while, you ride along the
Our
road
entourage.
before Jane puts a left arm out and takes a sharp left turn and cuts out into it's a short grass about 3-4 inches tall, white like the grass in New Mexico. You know, like those big fields of grass, but way shorter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that is what covers these fields out here.
Damn
indeed.
Do we have a intercom?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say you
Maybe
three,
just on the bikes?
You three do on the bikes, but the other two guys don't.
Okay.
Like, or you're,
Well,
yeah. Well, I guess your guy in the back does, but like they just, yeah.
Okay.
Roger Carno.
Getting some glare out here. Roger. Aaron. Roger.
Roger.
I thought your name was Aaron.
That's not my name.
Roger, who's that?
You have to tell me about everyone who's going on the mission. It's fucking Roger.
Fucking secret Roger.
I thought your guy's name was Roy. But as you guys ride for about half hour off the road, she comes to a swift stop at the base of a sand dune that kind of rises out of the grass before she hops off and signals everybody around.
I pull up right beside.
Definitely, this
Cake
thing
stand out.
kicks out a pretty good cloud of dust when it slows.
Emergency brake.
Are you guys here? Well, we gotta stop here, otherwise I think they might see that dust. Any closer and they'll be able to see us from right as day.
Of course.
That's fine.
That makes sense to me.
Should be about a half mile beyond the sand dune.
And then we're expecting a drop.
Yeah, the canyon it's just kind of 45 degrees downward. And we're just going to be walking as it kind of gets deeper and deeper. 45 degrees at the steepest, but the canyon's going to be above us, but we're going to drop deeper in.
Okay. on foot for the rest.
Yeah, all right. I'll grab the worm killer, slap it to my back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I'm taking.
I'll whip the dynamite behind my back. Got my gun.
Plans to get on top?
Think at least get a vantage point, see what we're really dealing with here.
Yeah, from above would be best.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn to Roy.
Big Roy.
On your thing. We're gonna need someone to watch over the vehicles. Keep a close eye out, though. If you see anybody, well, signal us.
We should have a call.
We don't want to be caught unaware.
Well, I'll just fire wildly in the air. Hopefully that'll be enough.
That usually works.
Yeah, I think I'll notice that.
All right, and then that means you got John Boy and Mike are going to be heading with you.
All right, fellas. We're gonna need to be at least somewhat stealthy, so maybe stay a little low. Don't be too loud, that sort of thing. But for now, we mostly just need your eyes. Make sure no one sees us.
All right. So you guys you have no problem, but all the humans have a little bit of a hard time kind of waddling their way up the sand dune. And Jane is up in the lead, and as she gets to the top, she pulls out her long ranger rifle and takes a gaze down the scope. Anybody else got a scope on their thing? On their gun? You got a small one.
I got a small one.
Yeah,
I do.
Give me another set of eyes here. And also, you've got the goggles.
The
so.
finder, yeah.
Beep, beep. Got a guy up on there? Give your perception check with advantage because of all of the stuff you've got on there.
Okay.
Can I look around and see if I can see any, traces of movement in the sand around here?
Mm-hmm.
24 for me.
24?
15.
There is a few animal tracks. It's hard to tell human tracks, though. It looks like a herd of the hogs went through here.
Okay.
Not too far
big
long
pigs.
ago. But you do think you see the silhouette of a man holding a rifle, kind of just looking out on the horizon. He does kind of seem to be not looking directly at you, but looking pretty closely in your direction, like he might have seen some dust.
Yep, I got eyes on him. Seems like he's looking over here.
Reckon he'll see us if we go any closer.
Let me see what I can do. Jane levels her long rifle, which again is it's like a 50 caliber, like 50 BMG sniper rifle.
Hell yeah.
Shit is huge. Anti-material rifle from Fallout New Vegas.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
The kickstand.
Oh yeah. Actually,
you're
it's got
riding
a kickstand.
it, so you gotta kick the stand.
Oh yeah, it's got that. She's not using it. She just has it leveled right on her bicep.
Ranger mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She rolled a 19. So
Ooh, is that a crit?
that is gonna be a critical.
Snipe
for her.
that
Nice.
boy.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
I can just imagine in the distance. My best Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you hear a pa-ching as a shell flings out, spinning rapidly, rolling down the thing. And you looking through the thing, you can't even really see the silhouette, but you looking through, just watch as it drops to the ground without a sound.
And the box goes away.
Yeah.
Bogey down.
All right, guys, let's keep move on. They might find him soon, so let's try to get to that wall before somebody finds him.
Roger that.
And so she starts booking it down the other end of the sand dune.
I'll go
and
full belly slide.
Yeah.
Go snake mode for a
John
second.
Boy and Mike kind of slide down on one of their legs.
Doggy paddling through the sand.
And all of you guys are booking it.
I'm damn good at it too.
I guess give me a fortitude save.
You're the sandworm.
Unless anybody's going to actively choose to slow down, Jane is booking it across this open ground.
Been rolling
Okay.
good as fuck so far.
I got a 29.
Okay, yeah, you are fine. You're just
I got an 18.
18. That'll be
Yes.
enough. John Boy keeping up too. Mike does rapidly fall behind. As he is a little heavier guy, clearly more out of shape, and he's in his early 40s, so he's doesn't have the endurance, but he's trying his best to keep up.
That's all right. One man in the back to watch our six is fine anyway.
True.
So you guys are sprinting. Doesn't take you very long to get that half mile, and you get to about a 20-foot tall rock face with a few gaps in it. And she goes, all right, well, they're down to the one that's just to the right of us. Want to go down there, we can, but I figure maybe going down one of the other canyons might be better. Sneak up along the side. Your guys' call.
I think ideal would be on top.
Yeah.
How flat do we reckon it is up there?
Pretty flat, like a mesa, where
Yeah.
it's like pretty flat up top. Maybe a slight downward angle, but nothing that is like unwalkable or even really encumbering.
Want to split? Maybe Jane can take the 2 farmers down there. I can set up the dynamite up here with you, and then you can jump in, cause chaos. They can get in, or what do you think? Because the 2 homeboys got pistols.
I mean, we theoretically want dynamite. I mean, if it's got 2 exits, ideal.
Yeah.
Then we would want dynamite on both sides.
Yeah.
So maybe we send them in to set dynamite on one side, but not get too close.
And then I can set the top side, yeah.
And then I'll come up with you to set the top side.
And then you can jump in. I'll start sniping from above.
Yeah. And at that point,
And they can slowly,
they can maybe just push in a little, make sure they don't. I mean, even maybe they don't blow anything. And
maybe if they're running away,
we scare the shit out of them. They start running down, and they just are ready.
Blow them, and then they blow up rocks on top of them and shoot at them.
Maybe have the dynamite rigged right at the entrance as a failsafe.
Yeah.
But then they're just posted there firing.
And if it gets too crazy,
Close it off.
I like that. And then I can blow the other side so that they have to choose this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I should be able to get out no matter what. I genuinely think this rock wall will be no problem.
Your climb is crazy, yeah.
It is. But I straight up have, like, with my extra arms and everything, I can get a lot of push. And I can jump, I think, about 30 feet. Just a full on.
And the sticky hands. Yeah.
I'm just gonna immediately jump on up there if I can.
Sure. I'm gonna have you make a climb check. You won't have too much difficulty, but
Yeah.
Okay, I do have good climb. I didn't roll fantastically. Oh, I don't have great climb actually. Didn't I got a racial bonus of some kind.
I feel like you did.
Oh yeah, okay. 15.
15. That'll be more than enough. It's a really craggy rock face. You're able to get plenty of traction.
Couple
and
of rocks slip.
Get right up top. And it's just you going up right now?
For now, yeah. I'm just gonna clamber on up, and then I guess you want to give them the rundown.
Yeah, I'll give them. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you give me a perception check before we go back down to them.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah. I guess. What am I kind of seeing up here? That's a natural 20, my friend.
There are 3 other guys up top. Kind of one that is at the moment like kind of sitting behind a rock drinking a water. So that's why you didn't see him before. But he's got kind of his rifle posted up there. He hasn't seen you yet. And 2 guys facing away on the other side of this kind of rock formation that forms these canyons. Kind of really conveniently highlighting where the exit is to the canyon that you were hoping to find. And I won't make you make a stealth check since you saw them so quickly. You will dive behind a rock so that they couldn't turn around to see you.
Cool. Okay. So the guy just chilling is closest to me?
He is, but he's still probably about 60 feet away from you and across the canyon.
Okay.
Or probably 100 feet away and across the canyon. Canyon's probably about 80 feet away.
Do I have any sort of cover between me and him?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I was going to make you make a stealth check to like dive into the rock, but because you got that nat 20, I'll just say you kind of were looking and you saw, so you immediately just like lizard skittered your way. There's just the rock that the guy was shot. You can actually see his corpse. You pull him around, so he can't be seen, and you're hiding on the other side of that rock. See where you're hidden.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do I reckon I could, from where I am, chuck a rope down, hoist another person up without being seen?
You could not be seen, but I'm gonna make whoever else gets up make a stealth check when they like kind of crest the wall, because they'll have to kind of like climb up, to get out. But I'm gonna cut back to him.
My stealth is very good.
What are you doing at the bottom?
I will
Not that you guys
relay.
can't communicate, but
I want to. Yeah, did we see him dive?
I'll say you kind of saw his like tail like quickly go, like it did look like he dived.
Okay. Gardo.
No.
Okay. I will give them the plan. We want you guys to set up some kind of choke point, and we're gonna try and blow the other side. so that they have to be funneled toward you guys down there. We also want you guys to maybe, set up a dynamite trap, so that if it does get too hairy, you can blow the rocks right above them as they're charging you.
All right, sounds good. So you want me with the dynamite, or are you gonna set it up top?
I'm gonna set up. I guess up top probably.
10 and 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna split it 10.
Or 5 and 5.
5. Yeah,
Or 5, 5, and 5, and 5.
Yeah, here's the set.
There's only 10
Wasn't
in
it
total.
2 bundles of 10?
No, 2 bundles of 5, 10 in total.
10.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably some
Yeah.
fine.
5. I mean, dynamite's crazy.
5 dynamite sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot.
It's sandstone, so it's easily breakable rock,
true.
so you can.
Yeah.
Here's a bundle.
All right.
And I guess the signal will be us hopefully blowing that other side.
Well, listen up. I imagine it'll be quite the boom.
And we're gonna try and send that gas that we got down there too, of course.
What do we do? When do you want us to blow? What's just if we have to fall back?
If you have to fall back, yeah, I think that's a good time.
All right, Mike, John Boy, let's go. Jane gets up, grabs her gun, and immediately move it down the canyon.
Okay.
Okay.
Could I peek my head over just to talk for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got them set. What's going on up there?
There's a little bit of heat up here. A little too far for an easy stealth kill for me.
Okay.
Reckon maybe I could hoist you up. You could peg the closest one. I guess maybe I could handle the closest
Do
one.
not peg the closest one.
Always peg the farthest away.
Yes. Peg the furthest one.
Never peg near home.
Never peg the close one.
I don't know. I mean,
You want those demons coming.
for the close guy, what do you think is best? Me doing a stealth to get close?
I honestly think you doing that, and then you trying to get to the other guy, and then I can take the other guy maybe.
Okay.
Do that
Okay.
kind of
Tell you what
combo.
then. With one of my kunai, I'm gonna take it out and just stab that into one of the sandstone chunk,
Okay.
and toss that rope down.
Okay,
So you can
yeah.
just do that at your leisure.
We'll use it a little bit.
And now I'm going to.
Can you just give me a strength check real quick on that?
I'm gonna give you a strength check real quick on that.
Can you give me a strength?
And an 18.
Perfect.
Sweet. So now
Kunai.
I am going to attempt to sneak up to the nearest guy, like the chillin' guy, and kill him silently.
Okay. I will need a stealth check and an acrobatics check. Normally, I think you'd be able to jump over the slot canyon, but to try to do it stealthily and kind of the way you're doing it, I'll need both of those from you to get all the way.
That's pretty real, fam.
That's some real ass shit,
Oh,
homie.
my stealth is not good. My stealth is not good.
Oh, your stealth is
You yell
not
loudly.
good.
Okay, so I have a slight.
Okay.
Could I just in this moment, real quick, get naked just to get rid of the shiny and just give me a slight stealth boost?
Ooh.
Full Rango style. No, never mind. I said it's unhonorable for a
To get rid of
for a
the
samurai
armor.
to take the armor off in battle.
I was also
Okay,
going to make
never
you make a
mind.
stealth check to take it off, because like the loud
It would be
clamoring
loud
of metal
anyway.
armor.
It would be loud.
Ding, ding.
We're just gonna go for it. But my plan
Go for
is, if he does happen to notice me, then the plan is
Just clobber
to
that guy.
pounce and just to
Yeah.
make him quiet as quick as possible.
Okay, depending on how good your stealth check is, we'll see how that will go.
Holy fuck!
That's a
bro.
natural
What?
20.
Okay, don't worry about the
Holy
acrobatics
shit.
check.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
Damn.
Give me just an attack roll. I'll let you make the attack, and then after, depending on how that goes, we'll see it. We'll describe what happens.
Beautiful. I think
You should be flat-footed as well, right?
Indeed.
I'm just gonna go for. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go for the classic, a quick
Dude.
grab and
Okay.
take that shit right off.
Give me attack roll.
Hey, take the screamer off. They can't do nothing about it.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so for unarmed, that's 15.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay.
He's flat-footed.
He
So
is
that will-
flat-footed at least, yeah. Good to
Right.
get that stealth in.
And now, okay. Oh, that's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. You
Do
know
I get a
what?
flat-footed bonus for because it's stealth? Don't. Or is that
That's-
just for rangers?
That's rogues.
Or
Yeah,
rogues.
rogues
Just
get
for
that.
oh, right.
The backstab, yeah.
Right.
Did you add your strength to that damage roll?
I did. I rolled a 1 for damage.
Okay. That's tough.
Yeah. Nat 20 for stealth and then a 1 on damage.
Okay.
I could have gone katana, I guess.
I'm gonna throw you a bone here because you got that nat 20 on your stealth.
I can ready myself as much as possible.
So I'm gonna let you make a CMB roll against his CMD to cover his mouth.
Okay.
Because he is going to scream excruciatingly loud as you rip his scalp. You scalp him pretty much.
Yeah, you just took a bite.
Yeah, I didn't get the full bite, but yeah, just took off his, the top layer.
You scalped him. He is bald.
Just a bunch of hair. Got a hairball now, but it's all right.
That is a 26.
Okay. I'm going to give him a scream roll, which is pretty much just going to be a 1 to 20, and we're going to see how loud of a scream he gets out of that.
Okay.
Before. Okay. So, describe to me how you get to him and how you bite.
Okay. Well, I see him about 60 feet away. He's chilling. So I am staying low for a good while, just creeping with all arms. I can stay kind of steady. But then when I get to about halfway, I get up on a rock to the best of my ability to have a little bit of an above vantage. So I'm kind of crawling like almost horizontally. And then kind of just like try to get right above and then... Ha-ja! And they'd be like ducks right as I... Whoosh, so I only scrape the top layer.
Yeah. You fully scalp him. He's bleeding heavily. And he goes... Ah! Before you are able to get the mouth shut.
Okay.
One of the guys turns around. Give me another stealth check.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay. He does see... What the fuck? Roll for initiative. And you roll for initiative too.
Okay.
Actually, I'll give you one, like... You're going to go first for one turn.
Okay.
To get, like, pretty much what he just did.
Yeah.
A turn to do that, but otherwise then I'll have you fall just into your initiative however it is.
Okay. I guess I'll roll later.
Yeah.
All right, 8.
8.
Baba booey. 12.
Okay.
All right. Definitely did not go great, but I mean, yeah, relying on me for stealth. I do think.
Okay.
Lessons learned.
I'll give you pretty much one turn, Aaron, and then you'll fall back into your normal initiative order.
Okay, so do I have to do a climb or anything for this? Or?
If you want to get up, yeah. I'm going to have you make a climb check.
Okay, I will make a climb.
Climb check.
Does the rope do anything for me?
You're getting a climb check. That's like not with disadvantage.
Right. Perfect.
Also, you're not going to fail as easily, or like critically fail as easily.
12.
12. All right. You're gonna have to take a whole other turn to try to get up, but you're about halfway up the wall.
Okay. I'm making my way.
All right.
And then
you're a little.
I'm making my way. Yeah.
So the guy that saw you is gonna go first. What is your AC for me?
18.
18. All right. So 1 round does hit you as he fires. Boom, boom. 2 rounds quick from his repeater.
Shit!
I've been shot.
Ouchie!
And that'll be 8 damage for you.
Okay.
As hits you right in the shoulder. A lot of it is absorbed by that armor, but bam, there's heavy bruising on your whole kind of chest, shoulder area right now.
I'm feeling some heat in that area. All right.
And after that shot, the other guy on top reacts and goes, "What the hell? Hey, guys, we got attackers!" And he runs. He doesn't take an attack this turn, but he kind of runs and alerts everybody down in the camp while hunkering down behind a rock out of sight from you.
Okay.
And then it goes to Aaron once again.
All right. One more climb, hopefully.
You had 8 on your initiative, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah. A 20 win.
Cool. You are halfway up. You got a good roll. I'll say it takes your move action to get to the rock that he kind of hit at the first time, and you can make 1 attack.
Okay. I'm a shoot.
Cool. With what?
Fuck. I want to shoot with my rifle.
There's the stats.
Sweet.
So it's 2, pretty much, for every 1 attack you make, you roll 2 separate attack dice. Because it's pretty much...
It's like a bam, bam.
Exactly kind of what you saw him do. Like, he just kind of fires rapidly.
It's burst fire.
Not even. It's just got such a smooth repeater.
Damn.
Like, on it. You slam fire it, too. So...
30-30s. I like that, bro.
But, yeah. And then 1d10, 18 to 20 times 2 crits. So that's kind of its advantage.
Well, shit, man. I'm going to take my shot.
Whip out that rifle thing.
Any bonus to...
Just your base attack bonus.
Okay, perfect. Then...
Who are you shooting at, by the way? There's the guy that's... I'll actually say one guy is grappled, so you can't shoot the guy that's on you. Because he hasn't gone yet, so...
19?
19?
Yes.
That'll hit.
First one? Okay.
Yeah, it's the guy that...
or...
Yeah, just roll both. That's the guy that... and it's your same first base attack bonus for that, so...
10.
10, that won't hit.
Okay.
Got one. So he's across the canyon, just across from you on the same side of the canyon. That's the guy you're shooting at.
Perfect. Not that one. This one. Okay. Do I add anything to these, or?
No.
You think? Yeah. Okay. 7 damage then.
7 damage. As you see it kind of really similar to where Carno got shot in the shoulder, as he kind of half turns and slumps behind the rock out of your sight. It now goes to the guy that you are carrying.
Oh, yeah,
do you want to maintain your grapple on him, or do you want to let him go? Okay.
I don't want to let him go. I do specifically want to chuck him.
Chuck him?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say you want to
For
try
now.
to maintain the grapple until your turn at least.
Yeah.
So what is your CMD?
23.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
Cool.
ability.
Really didn't stand much of a chance getting out of there, and he is fully contained for the remainder of his turn. So, as he is just screaming bloody murder, let me out! What the fuck is... What are you? He can't even really fully get a thought out as he's just panicking, and blood is running down his whole face as he has been scalped.
He's had better days.
Yeah, no, it's not a great time.
Not epic. All
And
right.
it goes to Mr. Carno.
Cool. How close am I to the cliff edge?
15, 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna, without a ton of thought, chuck him. Yeah, just chuck him in that direction.
Okay.
And then, wait, did you shoot somebody already?
I did, yes.
The far guy?
Yeah.
The guy that shot
The guy
you.
that shot you.
Did you kill him?
No.
Okay.
But he dropped behind cover when he did. He kind of got shot and kind of slouched by the rock.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna chuck this guy,
Give
whip
me another
around.
CMB just to actually fully throw a guy, I feel like.
Big throw.
I don't remember what my...
Big throw.
25.
Ooh,
Cool.
Big throw.
as you hear as he smacks the side of the canyon, and you hear another as he falls to the ground.
Lit.
Hell yeah.
And
So,
he's
yeah.
out of your sight. You don't know what
That's-
happens
yeah,
after
that's
that. But
I'm gonna whip around.
these are not good for him.
Things are not looking good for that guy.
I'm gonna whip around, and I'm gonna use every last ounce of muscle in me to crank towards the guy that he shot.
Okay. So
Just
the
run.
guy he shot's on the other side of the canyon from you.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you want to make an acrobatic check to get over, you can.
Is the last guy on this side, or is he also?
He didn't go down the wall. He's just kind of behind a rock, out of your sight, but on your side.
Oh, okay. I'll go for him then.
Cool.
Okay.
You can close about half the distance with a sprint
Crawl
with your
up to
remaining
him.
move action. I'll say it was a standard action to throw him, move action to go.
Okay.
Well, the guy that you shot, Aaron comes over the top and unloads 2 more rounds into Carno, who is now not in cover and sprinting across open ground.
That big boy,
You were
bro.
I'll take
15
him.
was your AC?
18.
18, sorry. Okay.
Tank him, bro.
I'll tank him.
Again, he's able to get 1 hit.
It's all right. I can take some pot shots.
And this one is 9 damage. As
Okay.
kind of more center mass on the thickest part of your chest plate, but there's now a deep dent in the right breast of your breastplate.
Okay. All right. Rah. Keep trucking.
What is your health at?
Well, it just closed, but
Oh.
I think it was 19.
19 was the damage I've taken, so
Oh,
it
okay,
should
I
be
see, I
at like 30, round about 30.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you do start to feel a slight bit of blood pool up under your chest plate.
Okay. All right.
Hurting.
Taking a wound.
And the second guy, he doesn't pop up from that rock.
He's just yelling.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Ah! Guys!
Shit.
Shitford
Actually,
Cave!
both of you guys just make a perception check. Why not? It's not your turn, but I'll say if you can tap on here.
27.
What is that? 22.
Okay, you do hear, all right, come on, get up here.
Okay.
Up the rope.
Access to the up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, it'll be Aaron, as that guy uses his turn to do that.
All right. Well, shit. And I can't see the guy who's yelling.
No, but you can hear that he's behind. So the canyon kind of has like a little bit of a. So it's straight line bulb of like the canyon area, and then the straight line for the exit. Mm-hmm. But then the bulb kind of has a little like offshoot area that is like a U shape, like a horseshoe shape.
Okay. Yeah.
That is kind of out of your sight, but is somehow accessible to them.
I'm actually closer to 50 health, just to
okay.
update.
Cool.
Couldn't see it.
Then I will take 2 pot shots at that other dude. The guy I hurt. Try and take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
And I'm sorry, is this like 2 shots or like
2, yeah. I'll
2
shoot.
attacks?
I'll try and, I'll shoot him with both. 12. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a crit. Shit.
Ooh.
A 12 and a crit.
Okay. The 12 does not hit, but
Reroll
crit
that.
does.
Okay, it's a 3. Not
Cool.
Close.
So
right.
you get 1 crit.
Okay.
No qualms?
Okay, no qualms with that one. No qualms with that one.
She crit.
She crit. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the
You
same
also
guy
get a
who
low
shot
damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, low damage roll so far. It's all right. It's all right.
But
all right.
you do scrape his cheek as he again drops behind the rock. You can't entirely tell if you killed him, but you didn't hear a yelp after the shot.
Okay. Alrighty. I have one ability that I could have used, but
And then that'll be Carno.
Okay, all right.
go clobber that guy behind the rock.
Yeah, I'm just going to go full speed towards that guy where I reckon he is.
Okay, so you are able to make it.
Okay.
And as you crest that rock, you do see that there are actually 4 guys hiding behind this rock now. 3 of them hadn't revealed themselves. And there's a rope kind of just behind the rock.
Do I still have an action?
You have 1. Yeah, you're an attack. Your standard
Okay.
action, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. 4 fellas. 4 fellas,
You do a whirlwind attack.
I do have a way of hitting all of them.
Release the gas.
All right. Could I use my warrior stance ability? Do I still have that? Can I use that action? And
I don't entirely remember what that does.
that's me getting up off my hind legs, having full arms.
Sure. I'll say since you kind of climbed up a rock, you can just kind of like climb up until there's only 2 hands on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
So then, in that case,
boating is.
I climb up the rock, see these guys beneath me. The lower hands are just up, ready to claw, but then the upper hands just draw katanas, and it is time to unleash bloody fury.
Yes.
Upon these fellers. So
Okay.
This is what all that waffling was for.
I get 4 attacks.
Okay.
I get 1 with each katana and then 1 with each hand. So we're gonna start with the katana attacks.
Beautiful.
Is that? Ooh, that's a crit!
Was this with the katana or with the hand?
It is with the katana.
Okay.
Katana first.
That's crit. Confirm. That is confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Login command. Crit has been confirmed.
My crit has been confirmed.
God, confirm my crit for me. Okay. So that's plus
that one carry the 1.
which means that is 28 damage.
Holy fuck!
You hack his shoulder and whole arm off as he drops to the ground dead.
Whoo! And guess what? There's another one coming. Right after that.
There's another katana right there.
We'll be back right after these messages.
That's another crit! Holy fuck! I got a 19.
Bro, got the $1 weighted
And
dice.
then it's yeah, you know what?
Dude, the $1 dice.
Little lore, bought these dice, $1 from a thrift store. You can barely even see it. That's like 4 crits today.
That's
Dude,
pretty
these are my new favorite dice.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Bro,
shit.
these things are weighted. We're gonna have to get these sent
I've
back.
destroyed you.
Sent in for
I've
analysis.
destroyed you,
My
God.
power has overclipped God. The power of luck is all you need to beat God.
Power of the dice.
Right, that was a crit. Confirm.
The dice gods are above you, God.
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed.
Bravo 6, crit confirmed.
Oh, Oh, that's max damage.
Oh!
That
Holy
plus
fuck!
that.
That's me a shit ton of damage.
Oh wait, it's times 3. Oh, that last one was
Oh.
under damage, but this one will be full damage.
Head in. Forget the screaming. No, we'll just leave him because that
Yeah,
fits, that
yeah.
fits.
I like the scream.
That's gonna be 48
Well,
damage.
tell me what happens with the next guy.
Holy fuck,
So yeah, just
dude.
straight through a guy, and then another one. I'm like, all right, that guy went pretty easy. Let's get this guy, and then this. Bring it down full
He kind of like
force.
turns to start running, and so you get like full back against him.
Just
Dude.
smash through. You know what? I literally
Holy shit.
just want to fucking cut him like a couple inches deep in one spot, but it literally just severs his spine. Collapse.
Fucking
goes-
sack of potatoes slams down.
Absolute,
on the rocks.
catatonic.
absolute
Immediate
loose. And then guess what? The
got
hands are
2
coming
more.
to play. The hands are coming to play. These are worse, obviously, but I can always crit. Oh, that's my.
Oh, that was a 1. That was like,
It's not gonna crit. It wasn't
That
a
was
1.
a scary attack.
Oh, it was a 1?
It wasn't.
Oh,
It was a 7.
okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 12.
Will not hit.
Okay, and that's fine. I think that's fair. I have another one. That's gonna be worse. So that's totally fine. The
Not even-
hands.
Yeah.
The hand. You know what? That just because it was 2 crits, I just actually like. You know what? Nah, I'll just go katanas and then grab the katanas with both hands on each side.
Put some more power behind
Double
it.
crit.
There we go. Makes sense.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Been too long since I've had true fucking carnage. I love it. Absolutely
Damn, bro.
diced,
Fucking hell.
sliced.
Well, these 2 guys, fucking terrified, are each gonna unload 2 rounds into you and dip.
Fuck, he didn't tell us it was a demon monster.
I thought this was just the Rangers. This is crazy. That's not
What did
Jane.
you call us for?
Okay.
Did I get
You're
crit
not,
back?
you're not the only one rolling 20s today, my
Okay.
friends.
All right.
2
Blood
of them,
was terrified.
So each guy misses their first shot as they're just fucking shocked. But then they both are just like settle and just bam right in your forehead.
Oh, darn. At least I got my mask on.
True.
I'll take some of
A
it.
chip in the armor.
Okay, well, that's gonna be 7 damage on one of those crits, as that was not very good damage.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right.
Okay.
I thought you said 70 at first.
No,
and, you know,
70. It's just like
70.
God, I'm kind of tired of playing today, guys. We're just gonna be done.
Give me a
Alright,
roller
session's
coaster.
over.
Yeah.
Session's over.
Shoom, 7 just
Okay.
kind of graces your mask. You do feel 1 tooth break, but
Nice.
that's about it.
Those grow back.
Yeah, it's alright.
As the
We're
other
like
guy, by the way,
sharks.
each of them rolled
Infinite of them.
a 20 and then a not hit. So that's awesome for me.
Wow.
The other one's gonna be 16
double
damage.
crit and then double crit. 16. Okay,
Wow.
so that is.
At this one, I'll say
Nice.
he tries to go and
Okay.
strikes.
I'm still all right.
It does hit you in the head, but you were able to duck. It's more just a heavy graze as you're really dazed and you do feel blood seep down in your helmet along the side of your head. You kind of taste it on the side of your like wide mouth. And these guys,
I'm not as used to tasting restaurant
like
blood.
firemen, slide down the rope to get back into the canyon for their move action.
Okay.
That'll be their turn.
Okay.
Shit.
And it'll go back to Aaron.
Well, at least so now at this current moment, we're the only people on top.
Maybe.
Correct.
Well, yeah. Okay.
For this current exact moment, at least during your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy didn't do anything during his turn. That dipped behind the rock.
So he, boy is dead. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right then. I guess. Now.
Okay.
Now that we have this respite, I guess. Yeah.
And as you guys do kind of sit, you do hear like a
Fuck.
as the pistols and rifle begin firing down in the.
Shit, Colonel.
Get that
Get the
dynamite ready.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go right over
grab the
to
dynamite.
the ledge and just try to get to a point on the ledge that is closest to the camp or the
Okay.
most center part.
Really, just to your left. You can pretty much see everything at least. You look down. There are the 2 guys that are kind of like running to get behind cover. There are 4 guys at the canyon wall firing at your homies, and then there are 2 additional guys that leave tents and start running out the back entrance.
I'm gonna
And
just
that is all that's there.
point to where the back entrance is to you. Just that blow, and then I'm just gonna might as well, and I'm just gonna fucking beep gouge this button. I'm just gonna break that shit. Maybe even just crack the fucking can.
Yeah, it's got like the valve release.
classic-
You
yeah,
just pull give it like a Beyblade tug as it open.
Full Donkey Kong. I want to try to just.
Hell yes, dude.
I'll chuck straight for the guys who are firing at our boys.
Do you want to like hit them with it as it like falls or no?
I mean, I might as well try.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
I wouldn't say there's a reason not to try.
Knock a guy out.
Give me an attack roll with with -4 because it's an improvised weapon, but.
Okay. But still add my attack bonus?
Yeah.
That's 19.
All right.
I got real Donkey Kong experience.
As you see him like,
I've been here
and he it's like accordion, like Tom and Jerry. But one guy is just crushed behind this like 20-pound metal object.
Hell yeah,
As you
spewing
see that
gas.
and just
sick.
as
Reckon
you
that worked.
Shit, that's fucking word. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's quick
Immediately
acting.
starts working.
Okay, nice.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, that's my turn for now, but I know what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, you guys hear firing. Let me do some of your friends' attack rolls here.
Hopefully the homies are all right.
Okay, it doesn't look like any of them hit, but that was actually a really bad. It was probably the worst 6d20 I've ever rolled.
Wow.
None of them were above an 8.
You gotta get some thrift store dice.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I gotta get the weighted ones.
Yeah,
You gotta get the enchanted.
that dollar dice, bro.
There's a grandma soul in these.
An old nerd.
You gotta make sure that
Enchanted
it's a
these.
nice grandma.
Right.
Or you're gonna be getting a lot of nat ones.
Using it for
But-
witch shit.
Honestly, it doesn't seem to matter as that kind of line that was firing at them seems to just be retreating. They're staggered and they're kind of like having trouble running, but they are running. The other 4 guys that are there, the 2 that ran down and the 2 that came directly from their tents out, are all sprinting to the back wall. They use their entire movement to get, I'll say, to the end of the kind of big open area to the slot canyon.
And so just to kind of get an idea of the geography here, like, is this the thin canyon? Looking down in, there's the camp. Can I tell that it's just the 2 exits?
Yeah, so I'll describe in more detail. I kind of want to save that just since we're in combat, but since you ask, the slot canyons are about 5 feet wide at the top, probably 10 to 15, depending on the area, feet wide at the bottom. Gets out to about 50 by 50 in this canyon area.
This is some scorched earth shit.
It is.
And then there is kind of that other slot that I said is actually just kind of almost a ramp. It looks like an area where water has continuously flowed to kind of just have a water flow that they partially climb, partially walk up. And then there's about 20 tents down there. More tents than there are guys here.
Okay, at least that we can see, right? I mean, are we fairly certain we would see everybody at this
is
point?
everybody out?
Okay.
Unless they are, I would say 30 feet plus into that back slot canyon. I would say that's kind of out of your vision at this point.
Maybe they're ditched.
Maybe. Maybe when that spy came back, they're like, okay, maybe we split our forces here or something. I don't know. Maybe they're just doing a raid.
Did I answer all of your questions with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And pretty much everybody on that side, because of the worm killer and just the general carnage that happened up top, they're pretty much using their whole turn to retreat.
Okay.
Are we still like fully in battle here?
I'll say you can choose to disengage.
Okay.
Because you could tell these guys are broken, like morale broken, sprinting away. 3 of them are coughing and wheezing and pretty much just got mustard gassed.
Yeah.
Or phosphine gas much more effective and like pretty much making your lungs bleed and the lining of your lungs fall off.
It sounds super lit.
It's super enjoyable and fun for everybody.
Oh, fuck.
That's nice.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll break for a sec, just because I don't know exactly what we should do here.
Yeah.
You kind of stop, pause, look at Aaron, who is across the canyon from you at this point and pretty far away, as you kind of just look at each other.
What do you think?
You have to yell to each other, but you easily could hear each other.
I was thinking about maybe throwing a dynamite at them, stop them in their tracks, catching up, and then blocking them.
Don't do that.
But
That's not cool.
What do you think? Should we just take out?
I feel like a decent chunk of them might have just run when we heard them. So maybe, do you want to?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to fucking
Go scout it or something?
go see where maybe that thing ends, I could get back down in there and chase them.
Okay.
I mean, at the very end, if you get to where it ends and then blow it, then I'll I'll scare them up to that point.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. You go further down. Yeah. I guess I'll get in.
Okay. I'll say that was about 20 seconds of conversation. And so by that, the gas is pretty well permeated. About pretty much you'll have to go through it to get down there. The entire thing isn't covered, but you will have to cross through it. And these guys have all gotten within the slot canyon. And your boys have not run in. They are still staying back. If they're firing at stop, but they have not moved.
Okay.
What are you doing? I'm sorry. You're running after. Are you getting down and running, and you're staying on top and running?
I'm gonna run to the end where they're running.
I am gonna jump down and go up to the barrel. Okay. Is it empty?
At this point, it is.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, so all the guys are running in the same direction, right?
Yep. Well, one of them has dropped.
Oh, sure. Right.
But, yes.
Then, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna run in their direction, chasing after them. If I can catch up to one and, get a kill, maybe, that's great, whatever. But for now, I'm just gonna make my presence known. Probably release a roar. Yeah. As soon as I'm down in the cavern, let it echo.
Get them all flipped around.
Wait, do you have your mask on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give that a big echo through there, and then I'm gonna chase them.
Still give me a fortitude save, just because you have some open skin.
That's another nat 20.
Holy shit!
No problem. You are.
Holy
even
shit,
if anything happened, you wouldn't have noticed.
Nice.
So you are sprinting through.
Those are lizard scales for you.
Those dice might be weighted. I'm starting. I might have to. We might have to send those into the
forensic analysis.
Yeah, the forensic. That's what I want to. We gotta send it to the lab.
Cursed dice. $1, please take.
Please.
But from now on,
it's gonna be a monkey's paw. 6 of my family members have died.
Well, every
well,
nat
it's
20,
worth it for the 20.
For every nat 20 you get this session, you get 2 nat 1s next session.
Yeah.
Or all the other dice are weighted to nat 1s, and the d20 is weighted to nat.
The phantom dice. We'll see.
Hey,
we'll see what their record is.
Well, regardless, you sprint, and you're running up top.
I'm running up top. Yeah.
Okay. You're able to catch up to the 2 that are were coughing and wheezing. If you want to execute them, they really are on the verge of death anyways.
Cool. When I get to about 20 feet behind them, I'm just gonna double kunai right through the back, and then just pull them back, pull them down.
They're dead before you even you hit them, and that's enough, and you just kind of pull dead weight towards you,
and then just wrap, joink, and then keep going.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And so you keep sprinting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little hard. It's a little dusty in here just because of a lot of activity, a lot of shooting.
Some gas.
And some wind is kind of blowing through the canyon.
And goblin gas.
But you do hear you definitely hear because it kind of echoes upward, but you in the canyon hear a as that sounded like 2 speeders speed off.
So he hears them start up?
Yep.
You gonna do anything about that?
Do I see him if I look into the cavern?
No.
Fuck.
The top of the slot canyon is really hard to see down into because it's so skinny.
Where do I hear them a little bit further ahead?
They're ahead of you.
Yeah.
You can maybe they're in throwing distance. They don't seem to be super far ahead.
I'm gonna try. I want to.
Give me
I'm gonna light one up.
Okay. You give me an attack roll, so I see how successful you are just trying to get through the piggy bank slot, and then I'm just gonna roll a luck dice to see how lucky you get here.
How
Kobe!
Right into the depths of hell. He got a nat 20.
By the way, I rolled your luck dice and also rolled a nat 20.
What? We're just...
What the fuck?
We're rolling on. We gotta go to Vegas.
What the fuck is
right
going? We gotta go to Vegas.
So here's the thing.
Absolutely.
You're okay, you go, shit. You're fuse is too long. You pull the fuses out, and you just light, the regular fuse of 1, and, baseball throw it downward, and it boom! You see rocks kind of boom, as the canyon pretty much just closes. And you just hear collapsing and engines sputter out.
Damn,
can you also just give me a little bit of
Are we really?
both of you guys give me an acrobatics check. because it was so successful that it's shaking the whole
collapsing
rock.
around us.
You more need to make it to get out of the way of falling rocks, and you just are trying to stabilize yourself on top.
I got a really good.
If I hear an explosion, okay, yeah.
23 for me.
You're no
Reflex?
problem. I guess reflex save actually probably works better in this way. Yours probably is better for acrobatics. Yours is probably better for reflex.
15.
15.
Perfect.
Honestly, that's enough. He threw it pretty far ahead of you. Some rocks do kind of hit you, but you're big enough, armored enough that it doesn't really hurt. As you are blinded by smoke, though. Like, not physically blinded, it's just like zero visibility and smoke and dust.
Holy fuck.
Good thing I got a mask on.
And after that explosion, everything falls silent.
Okay. I'll just stand there for a few extra seconds, make sure.
And after that, you do hear 3 pairs of footsteps running up behind you.
Okay. All right.
Carno! Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. All right. He blew the exit, I think. Maybe some of them, since some of them may have gotten out before we got here, but we at least got the last few.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty big camp. Shit, these tents are nice. And honestly, as you look at them, you're like, you kind of didn't really... It's not a thing you cared to look at during the fight, but now it's cleared out, you're looking at them. These are, like, fed military tents.
Whoa.
These are, like, cream of the crop, perfectly... Like, they have internal climate control, really thick, kind of...
AC tents?
Very thin, but very sturdy plastic. They kind of look like the habs from The Martian. You know, like the hab that they're in.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that.
Okay.
And there's 20 of those.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm going to go over to that guy I Donkey Konged.
The pancake man?
The pancake man, if you will. And I guess, first of all, just give him a look. Like, what is he wearing?
A gray duster.
Okay.
He has an Andromeda military rifle, the same one that he's using, the repeater.
Okay. Probably stolen.
Yeah.
He does have an oxygen mask on, but it's not it's more just like a compressor. It's not a filter. Not a gas mask.
They weren't expecting.
But honestly, beyond that, he got kind of crushed. But are you searching his pockets, or are you just looking at him?
He did get Donkey Konged. No, I kind of just wanted to see what he was wearing. And I guess... I guess for now, I'm gonna look to Jane. Investigate whatever you need to. I'm gonna drop a rope, and then I'm just gonna jump on out of there. Do another kunai rope down there, and then
honestly, they actually have that kind of side entrance to get up there if you want.
Yeah,
you can no problem get up there. And honestly, the top of the slot canyon has now become one on that side, so you can just walk across it, and also you can do the same.
Okay.
But yeah, Jane's gonna start investigating. I'm gonna give.
Yeah, I want to go loot those guys.
John Boy and Mike are gonna help out too, so they're each gonna make a perception check as they search around.
Okay, and I want to go to the cavern on the other end of the cave-in.
Okay.
To investigate for any sign of people leaving.
I would like to join him for that. Yeah.
Okay.
I also want to take a look.
So you go up, you meet Aaron on top. You guys walk.
Good throw.
Yeah, I started hearing engines go, so thought I might as well take a lucky shot, and seems like I got him.
Seems like indeed. You took a quick action, split decision, and you know what? I respect you for it.
Thank you, Carno.
You have the soul of a warrior, indeed.
And don't you not think that I didn't see you slaughter those guys over there? Wow.
Sometimes the blades really strike true.
And they did.
So you guys, it's not a very far walk.
Strikes on me too. I am a little hurt.
Probably about 200 yards to the end of this whole rock formation.
Yeah.
And you do see kind of looks like drag marks of what speeders would have left, but they are. You have enough experience. Actually, make a survival check for me.
Survival.
You don't know enough about the sands to necessarily know how quickly they degrade yet, Aaron.
Yeah. I think that is very reasonable.
That's going to be a 12.
They left kind of recently.
Okay.
It wouldn't have lasted more than a week with how the winds work. So, but honestly, you can't really tell. With the explosion, a lot of dust fell. It's kind of hard to tell. But no later than a week were these made.
So they did take off. Because it did take us a few days to get to town as well.
Yeah.
That's right around where she saw it after she tracked that ship.
When did that rogue spy that you saw? When was that? Yesterday?
It was when you were making.
Honestly, that's probably about 4 hours ago.
When you were making a bustle in town.
Well, no, probably because I forgot to incorporate with the travel time. Probably 6 to 8 hours ago.
During the day, though, when you were
it was when you
stink.
solicited the 3 guys that are with you.
Yeah. So he definitely tipped them off, and I bet a lot more got out of here. But
can I, from the top, just kind of take a look at like how long that cavern seems to go for? Like, can I see?
Yeah. How much further?
Does it stay in the same direction too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to just re-describe it. The formation that you're on ends. So like
we
you are
are
looking
just at
out the
the
back.
end.
Like it looks like
Yeah.
they parked at the back of the rocks and just fucking ditched.
So this was the
So this is the end. It's only about a few hundred yards. It's a thin but long. Like there's a lot of these canyons that go. So if you kind of look to your left and right, it goes as far as you can see, and it gets wider and thinner in some parts. But this is just kind of how this area is. It's probably about 400 yards thick in total. I don't know if you've ever been to Canyonlands, but it looks like that.
In Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least we took out this little force. Though,
Captured a bunch of fancy tents.
yeah.
It wasn't the bloodbath I was hoping for.
Well, as you guys are talking, Jane kind of climbs out the road and goes, "Guys, you're going to want to look at this."
It's these new digs.
Thank God. There's something here. Jane found something epic.
Thank God she found something.
I'm gonna let you take handle, and Carno's gonna just kind of look out to where I assume these people all ran to.
Okay.
Yeah, just for a moment.
Just
for
you give me a
moment.
perception check, and then I'll come back to you what you see after I do.
Oh, yeah.
So you walk back.
Yeah, walk back.
These guys left in a hurry. I didn't leave much, but
Yeah, obviously. But,
I found a couple things buried in the sand.
Oh.
Saddlebag.
Okay. Anything of note?
Yeah, these guys are trying to rob a train.
Really? They have all the equipment for it. You know that equipment?
Well, the equipment's gone. It's just a note.
Oh, okay.
It's a little map. I think these guys were supposed to ditch after a day or two. But, yeah, I don't know.
Is that where you think they're hidden right now, or
I think so.
or at least prepping for it?
Yeah, well, there's also this. I don't know what it says, but it's a hard drive. Fed encrypted. I can't break this. Only a Fed computer can break this.
Interesting. A Fed encryption. How do they get all their hands on all this Fed equipment?
I have no idea. Maybe they robbed robbed a Fed storehouse. I mean, there's not many of them, but I guess there is that fort, probably about three weeks ride south at the end of the continent. I mean, if they got planes, they can do it, but I mean, that seems like a lot of heat to draw.
Honestly, I don't know if they're worried about heat anymore.
Well, I guess they should be.
Yeah, because we're bringing it to them.
Well, they might have heard that big boom. I don't know how far away they are. That was quite the explosion. Here, by the way, and we didn't need that dynamite.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Well, this is something of note. I guess we get it back to the sheriff, and maybe we can set up another plan. I don't know.
I don't know if we got time. I think we need to go. I mean, read that. It's pretty much has just some basic information about the location. It's to the southwest. There is a depot where a track transfer depot, and they say that from 2 days ago to about 12 hours from now, there will be a train held up at that location. It doesn't specify what's on it, though.
But with all this equipment around, they're only going for the big things.
It looks to be handwritten, like whoever it was, somebody that was here, like just if they needed to go, where everybody else was going to be at. Just like a "we'll be back" note. And she also does hand you that drive. Well, I'll leave that to you. This you seem more invested in this specific venture than I do, so
Thank you. Yes.
I'll let you deal with that. Sheriff might have something.
And if we do find something, yeah, I will seek you out as well.
Well, I do want to... I'll stay with you for this this train robbery, but after that I do need to...
Get back to your duties.
I haven't been to this area of the desert in a while, so I might kind of stay out there once we get out there, but...
All right. I guess we regroup. How about you, farm guys?
You look down. It's actually only John Boy left. Mike, he went back to go get the speeders and get Roy.
They willing to come though? They still.
I think we're up for it as long as we get to pay for 2 missions.
I think that can be arranged. I think this will tickle the sheriff's fancy if we do good work here.
Well, if you don't need me for anything else, I'm gonna go see if I can get myself some better weapons or something.
Yeah,
some better armor.
I gotta go meet back up with Car now.
All right, Jane goes. I'll follow you if you don't mind.
All right.
Farm boys will meet up with us.
Perfect.
So farm boys are gonna go loot for some better stuff. And meanwhile, Jane will walk up and talk to you guys. What'd you roll on your perception check?
24.
24. Okay. What are you looking out for?
Well, I mean, my intent was really just to look out and kind of contemplate what I feel about this. I think it was a good frontal assault, but I think yeah. What I'm realizing is that we're dealing with an enemy who does not concern themselves with honor, and so I'm trying to think about like. This is somewhat of a different enemy than what I've faced before, and while I don't want to lower myself to their level, perhaps I'm a little scared I will have to. But I also like to look out for maybe some dust in the distance.
Yeah, you don't quite see dust, but you do see a couple birds flying over. And you do kind of just use that to deeply contemplate your life.
Birds are good for that.
So this is why they watch them.
Well, yeah, hearing you guys come back up, I'll turn around.
I will give you one thing. You don't see dust, but you do see an area where grass has clearly been beaten down. Not in like a animal trodden way, like a swift air blew down the middle. So you could assume you kind of, at least for a little while, have a path that a bunch of speeders might have taken.
All right. Turn back to the two of you.
Yes.
Does this mean we're on the hunt now?
It does. Look at this. They're itching to rob a train near here.
A train?
Yeah.
Haven't been too near one of those, though I've certainly heard them. They can be loud and pretty damn fast.
Usually carrying precious cargo as well.
Interesting. Are we thinking this wasn't really a real camp, but more so just
maybe an outpost, yeah. Set up something to that degree.
Before the job.
Honestly, might think it is, yeah. And it seems like they all got out of here to start setting up something else over there.
And this is the Iron Hand gang.
Looks like the guys you've encountered before. The Iron Hand gang thing is, since they are kind of an accumulation of a bunch of other gangs that have kind of been subjugated below these guys. They don't really have like a uniform or like a symbol that they wear. They kind of just are a bunch of bandits working together. You can't assume that any gang in this area that's going to be this like high profile and not like hiding out in caves is going to be the Iron Hand gang at this point.
Well, tell me this. For a gang that's fresh off the biggest bank heist in history, what do they need a train for?
Well, Jane was saying that she really didn't know what the cargo was, so could be anything. Munitions, ammo, all that Fed shit all around. I mean, I don't know.
They're loaded. That's the fact of the matter. I'd bet dollars, 2 donuts, that train is carrying something you can't just buy.
I agree. I very much agree. That's why I'll have to go see what they're getting up to. It seems like that they're organizing for some greater purpose.
It could. Do we know that it's that it is a like cargo industrial train of some kind?
That's about all they have around here.
Right.
People generally will travel by aircraft. Cargo travels by train. And also generally they're Andromeda Company trains that run around here. But you don't know that for sure. Fed, like if a Feds needed to move a train, they would get priority and get to move on the tracks if they wanted to. But given the territory, most likely Andromeda.
So was their plan to? Does their plan say when they planned to actually do this job?
Says 2 to 10 hours.
2 hours. It said the train arrived 2 days ago and it's going to be there for another 12 hours.
It stopped
So it's already
there.
gone.
No.
Oh, it's going to be there for another 12 hours after now.
Yes.
Okay.
It seems like it's stopped already, leaving in 12 hours. So I don't know when they'll want to strike, but
I imagine they're probably going to try to strike now.
probably.
Maybe we ought to try to beat them there.
Yeah, Jane wants to get right going.
That's fine with me. I guess that really just leaves the question, do we think it's worth chasing them down or just beating them to the train?
I think that train is their objective. I think it might be better to beat them there.
I agree. Tell you what,
I'm going to talk to the 3 fellas, I guess, once they meet back up.
Give about 15 minutes. You hear the engines running.
thank you indeed. And thank you for your service here. This job is going out of town. We're going a little far away, and frankly, I'm not exactly sure how many heads the sheriff is willing to pay for after this mission at least. So fellas, what do you say for a little extra on that original pay? You see if you can find where those fellas went. Don't get too close or anything like that, just a loose idea. We're gonna try to beat them to where they're going, cut them off first. But I think, well, say they beat us to it. That could mean they're taking the haul back to their little base. We'd want to know where that is.
Yeah.
Think you're up for it?
We split up.
I think split up and then perhaps our contingency ends here.
Well, look, I think we're down to go with you. I don't know if I'm willing to go by myself, though, or we're willing to go by ourselves. We're not professional soldiers here. We'll get chewed up real bad. I mean, we're good as fire support for you guys, but I don't know what we can do. He does legitimately seem pretty scared.
Frankly, I don't think these extra hands are going to be helping us too much on this train.
Yeah, once we're on there, never done a train rescue before. I'll say that, but yeah, I don't know. Those cramped quarters, I feel like we make quick work of that.
I guess if the sheriff's paying.
He is. And I honestly believe that if we take care of this for the sheriff, he'd be more than happy. Figuring out a little bit more about what they're trying to do here.
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. Want to bring the bumpkins along?
Let's bring the bumpkins. Though I think your idea was probably a better idea, but they're a little... We gotta pick them up by the bootstraps.
What about you, Jane? Do you think that idea, first of all, has merit, and second of all, that you'd be willing to track while we go after the train? You're a good shot, and I'd like to have you, but I do think this could be a good intel to have.
Yeah, I can go try to scout out.
If they're running to a little... They gotta have a base of operations somewhere around here. Where they can unload all that cargo.
I feel...
At least another checkpoint like this kind of camp.
Do we know where that depot is, where the train is, like loosely?
It has coordinates
Exactly.
on the note.
It's like a little map.
Did the direction that those grass paths go, is that in that direction?
Mm-hmm.
They're going straight there.
Yeah, probably.
Never mind. Honestly, I think they're probably just going straight there. We all should just go in that direction anyway.
Well, it's gonna be hard to get our speeders through, but we can go to the next canyon over and get on our way on the ride out.
You do know the best ways here, so it is nice having you still.
I say we don't waste a moment. Let's mount up and go. Maybe
go. Yeah.
take a minute to eat if you need to, but other than that, honestly, I'd ride through the night if you guys think you can make it.
I can ride through the night.
I'm pretty good. Just stocked up on a fresh scalp, so
I got dark vision.
I should be alright for a while. I also have dark vision.
We're Gucci.
We're Gucci.
Well, then let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's
And
fucking
as our party
motherfucking ride.
mounts up and makes their way to the train depot. Screen fades, and our episode ends.
That is the end of episode 4, everybody.
Yes, it is.
I'd say the adventure is starting to pick up in
trying to get
in intensity
to get into
for sure.
The goodies.
We got a real western going on here.
Yeah, stopping a train next time.
Full of trials, terrors, and chemical weapons.
And stinky cracks.
And oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to say before we get out of character, everyone, mission Stinky Cavern. Wait, Stinky Crack.
Stinky Crack.
Mission Stinky Crack was a success.
Was a success.
I'd say so. Jane pipes up.
Mission the Penetrator is next. Or mission Run a Train on it.
And on the train on it, yes sir.
The Penetrator. Wow. That's like an awesome superhero porn movie name. All right,
guys. Hope you like.
Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit bell.